Go. Sorry, I'm out again today. It's just one of those crazy times of term. Sorry, you can probably hear my dogs walking in the background. Um, what I want you guys to be working on this lesson is writing your research processes section. It's up to 500 words approximately, and it's anything you did to get your research information. Okay, so Joey, shut up. So if we are doing an example, which is the top left-hand corner here, we have someone talking about utilizing scientific articles. Then we have using their research to get web-based articles. And then we have an experiment that they did. Okay. So they've chosen 3 processes to talk through. I would say just start with one and then worry about how many words you have. Some of you will do 3 short ones, some of you will do 2 longer ones, some of you might only talk about 1. Sorry, for some reason Joy is really distressed that I'm making this video and won't stop barking in the background. So when we start writing this, what we need to do is think about the process. So it should always be verb-centric language. So you might be saying, one of the key processes that I undertook was the collation of background research. Okay, so what we have here that makes this a useful sentence was this idea that we were actually doing something for a reason. The other thing is that we have a judgment. So I've said that it was important. So we start off, what are we going to talk about? So it could be background research. It could be collating online resources. It could be interacting with experts. It could be conducting a survey. It could be doing a literature review. Could be accessing medical texts, etc., etc. There's so many different things. Pick one. Then that's our first sentence. And you'll notice on the right-hand side there, that's the part that matches the R. What is it? Now, what we then need to do is actually talk through the specifics. So we have to say, as part of this process, I read a range of online materials, which included underwater knitting, Anonymous, and Wikipedia, or whatever it is, right? Of course, you will spell all of your words correctly. Now, when we're doing this section, all we're doing is highlighting where we got the information from, because we want to give a sense that it wasn't just a broad brushstroke. So you might say something like, I interviewed a range of scientists who had investigated the impact of underwater knitting, or whatever it is. So it's being more specific. If you want to go really specific, you might say, my interview with Dr. Spot was especially helpful, etc., etc. Now, these statements don't have to be overly complex at this point. You can see that in our example, they were talking about multiple authors and they got information. The actual layout of this can be quite flexible. Then what we want to do is keep bringing it back to the judgments, okay? So if we go back to my background research one, I was saying, as part of this process, read a range of online materials, which included Underwater Knitting Anonymous and Wikipedia. To enhance that statement, I could then look at why, okay? So in particular, these were chosen because, they were reliable, or they offered, particular insight, or potentially they were able to offer, detailed information, or they had up-to-date and highly credentialed information, etc., etc. So if you go to your booklets, there is actually a whole bunch of judgments there that will help you.